Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, I'm Nick Borghini.
And I'm Abby Avers. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
Democratic leaders in the House Oversight Committee released a letter with a sexually suggestive joke written to Jeffrey Epstein on Monday. This letter is signed with President Donald Trump's name, and the president has denied that it is his signature. This letter is part of a birthday book that was compiled for Epstein in 2003. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt posted on X yesterday that, quote, "It's very clear that President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it," end quote. Leavitt criticized the Wall Street Journal for their coverage of the letter and said that it is, quote, "fake news to perpetuate the Democratic Epstein hoax."
At least 6 people are in critical condition after a school bus carrying both softball players and coaches overturned last night in Grady County. The bus crashed around 8 p.m. and authorities say that no other vehicles were involved. There were 13 people in total on the bus and no fatalities have been reported at this time. Last night, the superintendent of Minco Public Schools, Kevin Sims, posted on Facebook and announced that school would be canceled today and requested that everyone keep these student athletes, coaches, and their families in your prayers. At 3 p.m. today, Minco Public Schools announced that their junior high and high school softball season has concluded for fall 2025 due to the accident.
Miles Davidson, the county commissioner of District 3, is being accused of sexual assault. According to a report from NonDoc, a woman who works with the Oklahoma Circuit Engineering Districts filed a protective order in Cleveland County District Court on Monday against Davidson. The woman is alleging Davidson made multiple unwelcome physical advances towards her on a work trip to Philadelphia during July of 2025. The woman had previously filed another protective against Davidson and his wife, Marilyn Davidson, on September 3rd. The order was amended to include the accusations of sexual assault.
The Council for Community and Economic Research has found that Oklahoma City ranks as one of the most affordable places to live in the United States. The Council's Q2 Cost of Living Index found that Oklahoma City's cost of living is 81.5, which is about 18% less than the national rate. The index tracks expenses across 6 categories. These include housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, health care, and miscellaneous goods and services. The index does not take into account taxes or non-consumer goods. 251 urban areas were surveyed across the nation.
UCO is getting its very own campus corner. According to NonDoc, the Edmond City Council approved the University District Plan during an August meeting. This plan is a partnership between UCO and the City of Edmond to build an entertainment district that will connect UCO and downtown Edmond. Students surveyed about the project said that the most desired additions to the district would be fast casual dining options, coffee shops, and recreational business like Chicken and Pickle and Dave & Buster's. The plan also includes residential areas. As of now, no exact timeline has been set for the project.
It's been a beautiful day in Oklahoma, but will that continue? I'll have your full look at weather when we come back.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum.
This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait.
What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Broncos. I've got your full look at weather for today. Let's take a look at our current conditions. Right now we're sitting at 81, partly sunny, with winds coming in from the southeast at 15 miles per hour. Pretty low humidity though. Tonight, we're supposed to have some low storm chances in western Oklahoma with low rain chances for tomorrow in the metro. State Fair weekend will feel like summer, so it's going to be pretty nice outside. Current conditions all across the state, it's going to be low 80s, even though we have 88 in Guymon, 81 in Miami, and 84 right here in the metro. Tonight, it's going to be 62, partly cloudy, winds coming in from the south at 9 miles per hour. And we're going to have 21 miles per hour wind gust. Very low chance of rain. Tonight, we're going to have low 60s, even a 58 in Miami. 58 in Miami with low 60s and 62 in the metro. Tomorrow, we're going to have high 80s, low 80s in Idabel, though, and a 90 in Guymon. Sunny across the state of Oklahoma, except very low chances of storms near Woodward. Tomorrow for our daily forecast, it's going to be 64 in the morning, feeling pretty good. Around lunchtime, it's going to be 76, sun is shining, and near 5 o'clock, when you're that rush traffic, it's going to be 84 and sunny. Looking ahead into the rest of the week, very low storm chances on Thursday and Friday, about 20%, and then it's going to heat up for the rest of the week in our low to mid 80s for the rest of the week. That's all I have for you right now. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks, Abby. What country is being boycotted by hundreds of Hollywood stars? And what Hannah Montana star is getting divorced? We'll have more for you after the break.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field.
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hundreds of prominent Hollywood stars have publicly pledged to boycott some Israeli film institutions, including festivals, broadcasters, and production companies. The group behind the pledge, Film Workers for Palestine, posted an open letter that was signed by actors such as Emma Stone, Olivia Colman, Rob Delaney, and many others. The open letter states that it was inspired by the group Filmmakers United Against Apartheid, which refused to screen certain films in South Africa during apartheid. The open letter states that the group will not work with Israeli filmmakers who are, quote, implicated in genocide and apartheid against the Palestinian people.
Singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran has announced his intention to move to the United States with his family. During a recent appearance on the Two Johnnies podcast, Sheeran commented that, "I feel like I might be the only person moving to America." The singer's 8th studio album, Play, is set to release on September 12th. The singer earlier this year expressed an interest in pivoting into country music.
Emily Osmond, the actress known for her roles in Young Sheldon and Hannah Montana, is officially divorced from musician Jack Anthony Farina. Osmond filed for divorce 5 months after marrying Farina, and the two had separated for 2 months after getting married, citing differences they could not overcome. The couple had no children and had to wait a mandatory 6 months before being granted a divorce. UCO volleyball is doing fantastic so far, but will their winning streak continue?
And how did UCO's match against Pittsburgh go? Emily Creekmore will have more for you after the break.
Rugged, rough, built for the road ahead. Sometimes I feel like a shell of a man.
Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the 3rd largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Good afternoon, sports fans. I'm Emily Creekmore, and I've got your Tuesday sports news. The women's volleyball team continues to dominate as they remain undefeated this season with a 4-0 record to end their first week. They played in the Patriot Classic in Tyler, Texas, beating UT Dallas, UT Tyler, Ouachita Baptist, and previously ranked number 5 Ferris State, with the final score of each of those games being 3-0. The American Volleyball Coaches Association announced their new top 25 poll yesterday. Central Oklahoma has moved from previously ranked number 7 in the preseason polls to number 4, reaching the highest rank in school history. The Broncos host Oklahoma Baptist tonight at Hamilton Fieldhouse starting at 6 p.m. Now over to the green, the UCO men's golf team won the Mule Golf Tournament in Warrensburg, Missouri for the 2nd year in a row. The Broncos ended yesterday's 2 rounds with an 11-shot lead. The number 11 ranked Broncos ended all 3 rounds with a 15-shot lead. Central Oklahoma will play in the NSU Classic at Muskogee Country Club next Monday and Tuesday. The UCO women's soccer team will be in action on Thursday. The team has not been off to the best start, being 0-1-1, with the Broncos team tying the number 3 ranked Minnesota State to start off the season and losing to Augustana in a 1-3 bout. The Broncos will be at home for the first time this season Thursday, where they will be taking on the unranked Midwestern State at 7 p.m. live from Tom Thompson Field. This past Saturday, the UCO Broncos faced off against the Pittsburgh State Gorillas in MIAA football, with both teams coming off a loss in Week 0. The game was all over the place, with the Broncos up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Gorillas ended up coming back, though, and by the end of the third quarter, it was all tied up at 24-24. The Broncos would end up scoring a field goal, so it was 27-24, with the fourth quarter resembling a playoff game. It was back and forth, defensive stop after defensive stop, with redshirt freshman Antoine Gilbreth grabbing an interception. It came down to the wire with 23 seconds left. The Pitt State kicker Austin Schmidt kicked a 31-yard field goal and missed, leaving the Broncos to kneel out of the game and grab their first victory of the season. This marks the first time that UCO has beaten Pitt State since 2015. The Broncos are now entering their bye week, but they will be back September 20th versus the Washburn Ichabods, live from Chad Richardson Stadium. That's all I've got for you guys. Thank you. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Emily. It's Suicide Prevention Month, so what resources are available for you and your loved ones?
And I'll have your last look at weather after the break.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Expanding horizons, making room for the new. The modern frontier is ready for you. There's more to discover, more fun to be found. Our city is rising, just look around. Attractions, adventures, excitement and thrills, rooms of beauty and history where knowledge is filled. A convergence of cultures in spectacular places, open skies, open minds, and wide open spaces. The modern frontier awaits you to embrace it.
The UCO Theater Department is accepting script submissions for FUBAR, a theater festival, until September 15th. Submissions are open to all current UCO students and UCO Theater alums. There are certain requirements for scripts to be considered. Scripts must be a minimum of 5 minutes and no more than 7 minutes long. Scripts must contain at least 2 characters and no more than 4. One person can submit as many scenes as they like for considerations, and scenes cannot have more than an R maturity rating. The scenes that will be included in the festival will be selected by a committee of theater arts faculty.
Over the past few weeks, multiple Oklahoma officials have stepped down from their positions, including the Secretary of State, Josh Cockcroft. Other officials who have resigned include the Deputy Secretary of State, Natasha Rose, Director of the Office in Management and Enterprise Services, Rick Rose, and the Executive Director of Economic Development, Growth, and Expansion. These resignations are coming as Oklahoma prepares for legislative and budgetary discussions. So far, no misconduct or allegations have been given as explanation for the resignations. Cockcroft's last day in office will be October 1st, with his resignation coming into effect on October 2nd.
Now we're going to take that last look at weather. Tomorrow for our daily forecast, 64 again, and then in the morning, and then 76 around lunchtime, bright and sunny. And then at 5 p.m., it's going to be 84, still sun is shining. Now for the rest of the week, again, 20% chance of storms on Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy. And then the rest of the week looks pretty great. It's going to be sunny, high 80s and even 85, kind of better on Tuesday. That's all I have for you right now. Back to you, Nick.
September is National Suicide Prevention Month. According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website, it is, quote, a time to raise awareness, promote hope, and normalize help seeking. If you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, there are resources available for you. UCO Center for Counseling and Wellbeing accepts both walk-in and scheduled appointments. Walk-in appointments are first come, first served, and are from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. The suicide hotline for Oklahoma is 988 and is described by its website as, quote, a direct 3-digit lifeline that connects you with trained behavioral health professionals.
And that is all the time we have for you this evening. I'm Abby Avers.
And I'm Nick Borghini. Thank you for watching this edition of UCentral News.